Hi guys, a very good evening. I'm Jashin Kapani. It's 7-8 by the watch. I'm the founder and CEO of Am Decor Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor and interior solutions. And what do you see behind me? You see behind me this interesting installation of a painting. It's actually a creative piece of art inspired from nature and coffee and stuff at Starbucks. And as I'm also into design, I do supply manufacturing and concepts for home and office decor and interior solutions. I wanted to share a few thoughts on topical designs or interesting designs which are related to feeling good and feeling great, specifically when you have the weather of the sorts of Delhi where it is getting warm and other parts of the world where it is equally warmer and stuff, and it is not possible to have, it's not possible to be kind of in malls and hotels and stuff like that, and you're spending a lot of time at home. So what is it that kind of enhances the look and feel? You can have this kind of stuff also at home in your bedrooms or in your offices or in your working spaces, but I'll give you some more formal tips. So first is what you got to do is you got to kind of choose one color or probably a theme or maybe a concept for the home interior design. And once you do that, you kind of have probably the color scheme, or you probably have a concept in mind. So let's say if you're going for Moroccan, then you kind of extend the whole concept to Moroccan. If you have, let's say, tropical or nature, then you can have nature as a theme. If you're looking at contemporary, if you're looking at colloquial summers and stuff like that, the theme is like that. If you have, let's say, luxury, the theme is like that. But remember to have a combination of colors in those, because if you have a single theme running everywhere, it kind of tends to get monotonous and boring. And always a good advice and a tip which I've really figured out is always choose quality over quantity, because what happens is that people kind of focus a lot on the quantity of items they want to place, but when it comes to maintenance and stuff like that, it gets tougher. So it's always a good bet or an advice to kind of go for quality items. You may pay extra, you may pay through EMIs or whatever, but that helps in the long run, because when you have quality products, you also are sure that they're going to work longer and maintenance is going to be easier, and the cost that you're going to be spending on cleaning and maintaining them kind of gets a little adjusted in this, okay? Then let me read it out to you from a few lines and pointers that I have here. So try different layouts. Let's say if you have a Feng Shui approach, or if you have a Vastu Shastra approach, or if you have a Yin Yang approach, then you try and place furniture, mirrors, plants, and items in your rooms or your houses, depending on those directions and stuff. Because what happens is that many people in countries like India and abroad, they kind of go in by yin yang, and they go in by Feng Shui and stuff. So whether you want to have an aquarium, you want to have a Buddha painting, you want to have a statue, you want to have a certain color, you want to have a round mirror or a rectangular mirror or whatever, so all of that comes into consideration and helps you big time. Then of course you have the perfect picture height. So if you have, let's say, artwork of this kind which you see behind me, this is not too low, this is not too high, and if I were to stand, it could be at maybe an eye length and stuff. So you can have stuff like this, because it's easy to watch stuff at an eye level, and you see this kind of stuff in art galleries or hotels and places like those. But if you have these in your bedrooms or in your living rooms or in your studio apartments or in your working areas and libraries and stuff, make sure that the piece of art is it's actually vertical and not horizontal, because when you have vertical, you have chances of putting more pieces and stuff, unless it's a big wall. If it's a big wall, you can have maybe 4 of these placed, and the rationale behind that is that if you want to kind of remove those and you want to kind of place them in some different spots of the apartment, then having 4 or 5 different pieces always helps, Okay, so then lighting I've already shared before in one of my previous messages. Lighting is most important. And lighting is important because it manages the way you feel when you're reading, when you're kind of watching TV. when you're kind of making your presentations and stuff, you want to feel good and great. If you have, like in Delhi, we have pollution and gloomy weather and stuff. If you want to kind of tackle that in a natural manner, make sure that you have natural light coming in. There's a lot of air circulation, and you have lights which give you more power and stuff. Because the moment you go into a space which is well lit, you start feeling better. And people have this concept of having bedroom lights which they can kind of turn off before sleeping and stuff. So if you want to have something like that, then probably you can have small lamps along your bedside to reduce your energy around it, and you can maybe read up a book or whatever and sleep off. And then you have plants, the most important, the instant updaters, which is because we have beautiful flora, fauna everywhere that make us feel good. They kind of add freshness to the day. They kind of make us feel better and livelier. If you're working too much on your computer, or if you're spending too much of time indoors, then just looking at objects and looking at the space around gets this breather. If you have greenery around you, and most of the plants in Feng Shui, like bamboo, or if you have let's say aloe vera, or if you have the snake plant and stuff, they have benefits of those kinds. They're easy to maintain. And this week we have at least 3 or 4 more bottles that we've used, so they're convenient. You can place them anywhere. If the bottle breaks, you don't feel bad. You don't have to spend much on planters and pots. You can use those bottles, colorful bottles, or your bottles and stuff. But if you have vases at home, that's okay. If you have if you have other items like cut glass and stuff, you can use those. And the trick is that if you have a decorative planter, then it kind of adds value to the space. So choose maybe some very nicely done up and finished quality planters, because that also kind of in a way are interior decoration pieces for you. I remember seeing one video of Jacqueline Fernandez, I think, which was her space renovated by Gauri Khan, and I disliked the planter there because it was all black. Black is dense, black gets dirty, black sucks a lot of energy. Though the room was good, it could have been done better and stuff. So I recommend that you have some interesting planters and stuff which are pretty fashionable and easy to maintain. You can have brass, you can have white, you can have ceramic, you can have metallic, but try and use color, because they're easy to maintain and they look really good. If you're in a room, or if you're in an apartment, try and have a house which has got a higher ceiling, because that gives you the option to kind of display more lighting and more of aerial stuff. That makes life easier for you, because the room looks bigger as well. You can use those spots to hang plants. A lot of houses, they have, spaces are less, so what they do is they basically have hooks and they hang planters, or they hang interior decoration pieces and stuff, because the height is good, so the vertical kind of space caters to the small size of the apartment and stuff, so that helps. And lastly, use colors, because colors are uplifting. If you have a monotone room, a lot of people, if you go internationally, or if you were to follow retail outlets and Marks and Spencer, they prefer monotone many a times, because with international trends to rooms and stuff, they have single colors or grays and whites. That can get a little boring, and people can be feeling sad and blue in those. So it's always a great idea to have a combination of color and stuff like that. So let's say if you have grey sofas, or if you have blue sofas, or if you have some dark color, probably you can light up the room with nice artwork, or nice colorful statues, or colorful bookends, or pots, or whatever. So that is kind of creating all that jazz, and it kind of has a transformation in your room, which makes it look better. You can use colors like yellow, you can use green, which is very much preferred in Europe and in India. And of course, you can have artwork like this one behind, So I'm leaving you on this note to kind of consider these, because these are the trends of the year. And color pink is going to be the outstanding color for the year. Most of the high-end stores, I believe, in Europe and India are going to be doing too much of pink. So it's a great idea to have pink in certain rooms because it relaxes you. It's not a girl color, it actually relaxes you. It's actually an international color and it's got some class and elegance and sophistication. So pink always helps. Say, if you had a long day in the sun and you go into a room which is kind of light pink or pink, you start feeling better and it kind of rejuvenates you and stuff, and it kind of gives you energy and cools you down, you know. So try using these tips for you. I'm Jasleen Kapani. I'm the founder and CEO of Amdecor Design, and we are in the business of designing and manufacturing and supplying home and office decor and interior solutions. It's a fantastic start to the day. I'm at one of my favorite spots, soaking up some coffee, and I had a great start, a different start, and now kind of enjoying and soaking up the trends in the mall, going back rejuvenated, feeling joyful and happy, striking up conversations with people and stuff. This you can't do at home. So if you can step out of your office and you can be not just in the boardrooms but also in malls and places like these which are buzzing, you automatically going to start feeling good and great. So do that, and thanks for your messages, thanks for your likes, thanks for your personal messages, and you can reach me by email on jasleenkapani.im@gmail.com or jkapani@gmail.com. Take care of yourself, have fun, and enjoy yourself. It's a Monday, and try and balance it out with beverages, hot and cold, and do work out and exercise because that's going to really help you let go of the stress and the high energy that happens to a lot of people because of the heat and stuff, you know. So take care. Bye bye. Ciao. Have fun. Bye bye.